Hello friends, this is a quick video. I want to do a summary of our conference here at Montecito Baptist Church here in Ontario, California, because it was just so unusual. I know a lot of you have already expressed, just your appreciation for the services and for the the excitement of the people at the church. It's just Hispanic, although they do have an English service on Sundays, but it's mainly all in Spanish. And so I'm going to do a collection of all the videos I took, including Sundays, because they're just some really neat things that they did in the service. But basically, it was a faith promise conference, and so they were, basically setting the budget for this next year and their missions. And they voted on the last evening and took all the missionaries on that were there, and even a family that wasn't. And so, but it was just a very unique experience. They spoiled us rotten from the moment we landed. But just so very friendly. And if you saw any of the videos of the activities, I mean, they're excited people. They love the Lord, and it's all about soul winning and praising the Lord and getting His word out. And so today I'm actually at the Pastor Ezequiel and his wife Miriam's house, and our co-workers Juan and Teté, who are currently on a kind of a furlough, visiting family and churches and so forth. They came over from an activity they had in Las Vegas, and they came in last night, which would be Sunday night. And so we met up this morning, and of course they're good friends with the Salazars. They've been to this church for years. And so they weren't at the conference, but they came here, and they're going to be here for a week. So anyway, Mimi leaves on Wednesday morning for Washington State, and I leave on Wednesday evening for back to Basque Country, back to Spain. And so we came here for supper, had a delicious meal here at the Salazar home, and also Steve and Andrea, the Alvarez daughter and son-in-law, came, and so we were able to see them as well. So I'm going to let Pastor Salazar, he's over here making us all coffee and doing a good job of it. But here he is again, and he made another chocolate cake like the one you saw the other day, and it came out just as well, just as good.
Yeah, just experimenting, but it's necessary.
Yeah, it has no sugar in it.
Yeah, no sugar.
But you'd never know it. It tastes wonderful.
Made with almond flour and coconut flour. Yeah.
And then what is it? It has some kind of sweetener of some sort?
Yeah, with monk fruit.
Okay.
Monk fruit sweetener.
I've just heard of that.
A little bit of organic stevia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Lord bless you.
Thank you. There's the cake. And everybody's trying it and everybody's enjoying it. This is Steve and Andrea.
Hello.
And they are expecting. That isn't private, is it?
No.
I didn't think so.
Not anymore.
Good thing, because I couldn't send out the video if I did. It no longer is. What's the date, more or less?
Mid-August.
Mid-August. Okay. So I'm sure Juan is excited. And so I won't make this be too long, but the ladies are here enjoying some fellowship. Hermana Miriam and Tete is over there, and Mimi. And so we're enjoying a couple of days. I was telling, we were talking about the church people after 4 days of intense conference. I mean, Saturday was a 12-hour day for everybody. Yesterday was another 12-hour day. And so last night when I was preaching the last message, it was so obvious. The people were absolutely exhausted, but they were all smiling and amening and shaking their heads and great feedback, but they were so tired. It was so obvious. But anyway, it was they had spent a lot of energy over the past 3 or 4 days for their missions conference, but it's one of the highlights of their year. And they are a tremendous missions church, and Pastor Salazar has done a great job, and they just loved us to death. It was so exciting to be among them and to enjoy their spoiling, I guess you could say. So anyway, we're going back to Spain with wonderful memories, and very grateful to Pastor Ezekiel for his invitation, and my co-worker Juan. He's the one that really in the end put us all together. But we had a fantastic conference, and I think God worked in many hearts, and we got a lot of good memories. So thank you for watching, for praying. I know any number of you were praying and corresponding, and so here's
I want to just add to that we had dedicated so much prayer to this conference. We believe in prayer, and part of that answer to prayer was Pastor Andres, and he doesn't imagine how God used him. We haven't finished. I still have to get some more cards for the Faith Promise, but what I've counted already is beyond what we've ever given. And I am we're gonna probably end up at $200,000 for missions, the most we've ever committed, and we may go beyond that. And so we know it's the Lord, and we're so thankful, and it's a blessing, and to see God work in that way, and how the Lord put everything together, and how He used Brother Andres. It's just our people, they fell in love with him,
and we with them.
It was a blessing.
Yeah, I wish we had time to let you tell some of the stories of what God has done there. There's almost like a miracle for every person we talk to.
Pretty much.
Just people saved out of the most horrible backgrounds and horrible situations, and just shining with the love of Christ, and generous and happy, and it was an exciting time. It was a church that was a huge blessing. And,
Praise the Lord.
Amen. Okay, well, I'll let it go at that. Y'all have a great afternoon, evening, day, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Take care.